Novel coronavirus is going to stay with us for quite some time. When I realized this, I decided to build a home gym. I made a barbell gym consisting of a custom made power rack, a wooden bench, and a compact deadlift platform. My budget was tight, space in my apartment was limited, and getting the right kind of equipment during the lockdown was not easy. But I made no compromise on the functionality, quality, or safety. Today, I want to share the story of my gym. Before the lockdown, I was doing the starting strength program. Starting strength is a barbell training method based on the big lifts like the squat, the press, the bench press, the deadlift, and the power clean. This method, if correctly applied, can make you strong in a very short time. In the starting strength routine, you squat in every workout, and your first warm up set is with only the bar, no matter how strong you are. The bar is the most important piece of equipment in my gym. I wanted a bar with an aggressive center knurl and a moderate sleeve rotation. I ordered a standard powerlifting bar from Challenge. Coming to the weight plates, I had originally wanted to buy cheap cast iron plates, but I was not able to find 20 kilogram plates locally during the lockdown. So I finally ended up with competition standard machine steel plate from Challenge after they offered a very good deal on them. I bought 155 kilograms in different denominations. I also have a pair of 1.25 kilogram rubber plates and some 2-inch metal washers, and they help me to micro load my lifts. I usually wear a belt during the final warm up set and during the work sets. I like to use a 3-inch single ply leather belt. So the warm up is done. Now to the main sets. Even though today's weight is way below my best lift, I am doing this after a long break. Hence, I feel a bit weak and I am nervous. What if I cannot come out of the bottom? That is why one should always squat or bench inside a power rack when they are lifting alone. Power racks have safety pins. I am using a pair of 30 mm diameter steel rods as the safety pins in my rack. I can set them at any height as I wish. If I fail, I can drop the bar onto these pins and bail out. Drilling 128 numbers of 32 mm diameter holes was the most expensive and time consuming part of the rack fabrication. In my case, I opted for laser drilling these holes to save cost as well as time. The linear pitch of the holes in my rack is 2 inches. This helps me to finely position the safeties for the bench press. In fact, the safety pins are more critical when you bench alone, because a heavy bar can crush you to death if you fail. The power rack plan given in the starting strength book was taken as the reference, but I took the liberty to modify this design to suit my needs. The original design calls for a completely welded structure, but such a structure would not have entered through the door of my apartment. So I had to change the design to a bolted assembly. I also increased the working depth from the original 22 inches to 30 inches for comfortably lifting within the rack. I prepared all the production drawings myself and got the rack made through the local industry. The parts of the rack were delivered at my home within just a couple of weeks. We assembled it on the same day. The left and the right frames of the rack are bolted with three cross members at the top and two C channels at the bottom. All fasteners are secured with spring washers. The top cross members can be used as chin-up bars. And you can see that my 3-year-old kid wanted to be in the frame, and I couldn't say no because I have kept the gym in our kids' bedroom. For child safety, all sharp edges are covered with rubber beadings. Holes are drilled on the bottom channel so that I can anchor the rack to the floor if required. Now, coming back to today's workout. M30 bolts are used as hooks. The hook is secured with a nut in the backside. This type of hooks are very sturdy and you can move the whole position easily. The most frequently used hold positions are marked with tapes for convenience. The second exercise for the day was the press. After warming up, I pressed 40 kg for 3 sets of 5 reps. I have made a 3-piece compact deadlift platform setup. The first piece is a 3 feet by 3 feet plywood panel with 1.5 inch thickness. I made this by screwing two 3/4 inch sheets together. On either side of this platform, I keep 2 feet by 2 feet plywood sheets with 3/4 of an inch thickness. Then I place two rubber sheets with 10 millimeter thickness each. That is my deadlift platform. I have devised a simple method to easily load the bar for the deadlift. Here is the only downside of my gym. Chalk dust is not allowed in the kids' room, so I have to use the liquid chalk. And the deadlift is done. I didn't do the bench press today, but I want to show you my bench. It is basically a 4 feet long, 10-inch wide and 2-inch thick solid wooden block screwed onto a metal frame. I made this sketch based on the photographs of the starting strength bench. I can guarantee that this beautiful piece of equipment is stronger and more comfortable than any normal commercially available bench. I have these rods with welded L-angle pieces at the ends for doing dips. As you can see, I have pasted anti-skid rubber pads on the inner surface of the L-angle for better grip. Rods can be placed on the safety pins at a preferred distance for setting up a dip station. I can do neutral grip pull-ups using them. These rods also provide great entertainment for the kids. I hang my belts and straps on two hooks welded behind the power rack. A couple of pairs of footwear and a weighing scale completes my home gym. The entire setup takes up only 8 feet by 4 feet of floor space. I hope you enjoyed the tour of my gym. I am willing to share the design sketches and other details if anyone is interested. Please leave a comment if you need any further information. Thanks for watching.